glad the window's open because it's already going on 80 degrees here. Anyways, I thought I'd talk to you a little bit about what I want to do with my channel. Maybe introduce myself or something like that. I thought that would be a good idea. Whether it is or not, but I figured I would do it anyways. So I created the name. We'll start with the name of my channel, Every Which Way But Down. I created the name to that channel when it was back in the fall, like October, November-ish of 2012, so almost 11 years ago. I created a Facebook page. I don't even know if Instagram was a thing then. TikTok absolutely was not. And I wasn't quite on YouTube regularly yet. I think I did that in 2013, 2014, somewhere in there. But anyways, I created the name because we had owned our own home, and the area, well, I'll just say it, St. Francis, Minnesota. We owned a home there. And we owned it for about 2 years, a little over 2 years. And I was super unhappy with the school system there in St. Francis for the 2 years that my kids went there. It was super overcrowded. The kids that we lived by were let to run around, do their own thing, which I'm all about free-ranging kids, but if you're going to free-range your kids, make sure that you have instilled in them morals and right from wrong and how to treat people and etc., etc. Put it this way, we had moved from North Minneapolis, renting a home, to buying a home in St. Francis, Minnesota. And I had more trouble from the young folks in St. Francis than we did from anybody at any time for the 3 years or so that we lived in North Minneapolis. And I'm talking, I lived in an area that most people wouldn't even want to go to that don't know the area. Anyways, never had any problems over north. My neighbors were awesome. Everybody was awesome. Moved to St. Francis, and it's shit in the handbag. It's plain and simple. So anyways, we decided to sell our home and start looking for something to rent way up north, about 2.5 hours from, well, about 2.5 to 3 hours from Minneapolis is where I was looking, from the Brainerd Lakes area west. And I didn't want to be in Brainerd. I was very familiar with that, but I wanted a little town. So anyways, we kept looking, and we were not finding anything suitable for having animals. We had our dog and our cats and 3 kids. My kids were, trying to remember, well, they were in 8th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 7th grade, and 5th grade, if I remember correctly. Anyways, our whole house closed before we were able to find anything. So we went to stay with my brother and his family, my sister-in-law, who I call my sister, at their home until we could find something. And we were just, I was feeling down, but not defeated. And one day, I was helping my sister-in-law with my brother's business, and it came to me, every which way but down. will go every which way, but we will not go down. And that's how it came about. And I've kept it, and I've stuck with it. I didn't do, over the last 10 or 11 years, the things that I wanted to do. Finishing raising my kids, did that. Having a little bit of a hobby farm for a while, did that. Took up all that time. I did do some things on my Facebook page with it, and then I didn't. Now, as a 51-year-old female, empty nester, all of my kids are grown and gone. 2 are now married. 1 has given me 2 beautiful grandchildren, 2 grandbabies, and my husband is still working full time, considering retiring next year. But anyways, I've been an empty nester now 2.5 years, 2 years, something like that. 3 years almost. Anyways, and I want to start working on my YouTube channel and doing some more adventures. In the last 2 years, I have taken many road trips down to South Carolina, most of them to Florida, but my son had moved to South Carolina by myself, and once with my husband, and once I took my cousin and my daughter and her best friend and my grandson before he turned a year old. Anyways, but I have done 7 trips, 5 or 6, have 7 or 8. Oh my goodness, I don't even know. But anyways, all but 2 were solo. And by solo, I mean solo with my pup. Anyways, and I need a hobby, for lack of better words. I need to find myself again. I was a mom. Well, I'm still a mom, but I was taking care of kids for 23 years, almost. No, whatever. My last one, first one was born in beginning of 99, and my last one was born in the beginning of 2002. So by 2022, all my kids were over the age of 20. I know this is going to be long-winded, but I watch a channel, and I highly, highly suggest you go check out Sidestep Adventures, formerly Sidestep Adventures, which is now Adventures into History. Been watching him for years. Him and his family, friends, and they used to go and explore, old abandoned places, historical places, but primarily in the last couple of years, he is centered on finding and speaking on history of old cemeteries, speaking on the history of the people in Georgia, in West Georgia, mostly, or West Central, I guess it would be. Anyways, I love his channel. I love the history. I can't get enough. I also like his other channel that I also highly suggest you go check out, which is the Old Bird Farm. Lots of history there too. Anyways, so I thought part of the things that I'll be doing on my channel, since I live in Minnesota, born and raised, there's a lot of history in the cemeteries here. A lot of small cemeteries that I don't think anybody knows about. And I'm a firm believer, first off, you need to document the history of these small little cemeteries before they're gone. And if you speak the people's names, they are not forgotten. So I'm gonna start doing some filming here soon of some of the cemeteries in and around where I live, and continue to do that. Also, maybe do some historical places, markers, things like that along my travels here in Minnesota. But I definitely will also be doing road trips in my minivan, and I turned my minivan into a camper van. That's how I've been traveling. So I will be doing those types of things, and maybe doing reviews on the things that I have bought that I have found very helpful within my travels. And just that kind of a thing. So if you're into those kind of videos, I would greatly appreciate if you would hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like the video, maybe share the channel. I'm hoping to have my first cemetery videos up next week. I'm planning to hopefully do one video a week and do some shorts for right now, as I learn how to maybe edit. Right now all I have is my iPhone to record things on. So yeah, I really hope that you'll join me for my adventures as a solo female, or occasionally my husband or one of my kids might join me. So yeah, thank you for getting this far into this video. Again, please subscribe, like the video, share the channel. Check out any of my other videos that I've already posted, because I do like to do DIY. I like art, I like music, I like the outdoors, I like gardening. So this, as I figure out the footing of the channel, you might see a little bit of everything. Alrighty guys, I am almost to where I need to be. Thank you for coming along on the ride. I'm out.